Hello everybody, this is Roel from Packet 6 and I just wanted to show you how to configure switch trunks in this video. And I'm drawing out a diagram here. It's a very simple design. It's just switch A connected to switch B, and what we're going to do is that for these two interfaces that they're configured to or attached to, we're going to turn that into a switch trunk on a Cisco switch. So let's begin. So here I am, I'm in switch A. Let's just see what's connected. So show interface status, and you can see the only interface that's connected right now is gigabit Ethernet 0/1. Let's see what's connected to it with a show CDP neighbor command. And switch B is on the other side. So how do we know if this is a trunk? We can run a command called show interfaces trunk. And right now, no interfaces are displayed in the show interfaces trunk command. So let's look at gigabit Ethernet 0/1. So we can do show interface G 0/1 with the command switch port at the end. So let's hit enter. And you can see right here, the operational mode is static access. If this was a trunk, it would be set to trunk. So we're going to configure a trunk on both switch A and switch B. To do that, we'll go into configuration mode and into the interface of gigabit Ethernet 0/1, and the command to type in on some of the older switches, you'll have to type this in, which is switch port encapsulate, switch port trunk encapsulation .1Q, and that is 802.1Q trunking. And from there we can then enable switch port mode trunk, and I'll hit end, let the configuration go through. Now we do show interfaces trunk, and you can see now, as previously when we scrolled up, there was no output for the show interfaces trunk command. Now after putting that command in, enabling the interface as a trunk, you can see that interface gigabit Ethernet 0/1 is on mode on for trunking. It's 802.1Q encapsulation, which is the industry standard, and the status is trunking, and it's allowing all VLANs on the trunk. So now we'll go over to switch B and do the exact same thing. Here I am in switch B. I'll go into configuration mode again, and this is the same interface as switch A, so it's gigabit Ethernet 0/1 into interface configuration mode. We'll set the encapsulation, I always mess that up, switch port trunk encapsulation .1Q. For a lot of the newer switches, you don't have to type in encapsulation .1Q. That won't be necessary, but for some of the older switches, you do have to type that in. And then you can type in switch port mode trunk to turn this interface into a trunk. There it is, it's configured. So now we'll do show interfaces trunk. It's on. Another command to use is show interface G, let me remove the S after interface, G 0/1 switch port to see the switch port configuration. So the switch port is enabled. It is a layer 2 interface. The administrative mode is trunk because that's what I set on the interface, and it is operating as a trunk. And you can see the negation of trunking is on. It's using .1Q. There is the VLANs at the bottom. All VLANs are enabled. All. So now we can do show CDP neighbor. The switches are still connected to each other. If we do show interface, or actually show IP interface brief, there's the IP address of switch B. So why don't we ping that from the other switch? So I'm in switch A, and I'm going to do ping 10.255.0.1, and it's successful. And that is how you configure an interface trunk on two switches. Thank you for watching.